Watcher guys, welcome back to the Zeusdaz and Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus, and yes, we have another shit game time. This time it's featuring on the ZX Spectrum, and we have Auf Wiedersehen Pet. Nearly said Auf Wiedersehen Monty then. Auf Wiedersehen Pet, which is based on a TV programme back in the early 80s in the UK, and this was requested by the Death Squad. And it is bloody terrible. So let's go on with it. Let's see what we can do and what we can make of it. Kempston, no, we just use any other keyboard, and it's awful keys because it wants to use. Oh, that's doing instructions. I like to use QAOP, and it's kind of reversed. For the ups and downs of that famous Geordie. Yeah. So in this TV program, I'll give you some history. There's a load of migrant bricklayers and things like, you know, that's working in Dusseldorf, and they do bricklaying, all that kind of stuff, building houses. Anyway. And we have a Geordie, as you can see, called Oz, who's basically Jimmy Nail in real life. There's a West Midlander, there's a Scouser in it. It was a very, very popular program, but I don't think it was as big as hit as it was where I am when I'm in Oxfordshire myself. So because of the accents were so strong to us down here, it was obviously a massive hit up in the Midlands and upper north and areas like that, but the accents were very, very heavy. It was still a massive hit. It was something I never got into because, as I said, even myself as a kid, I couldn't stand the accents. They were too strong for me. But as I said, it was a very, very popular hit with certain areas of the country. And that's where are we? Dusseldorf tries to earn enough marks to keep him in being during his German whatever. That's posh for temporary stay. Now press any key. This seems to be written in BASIC. In the first part of this adventure, Oz must lay bricks as quickly as possible. The more bricks, the more points. But standing in his way are queer-looking Erics. His way are queer-looking Erics. I like to see that used in today's PC games. I don't think that would stand today, would it? Oh, gotta love it. Well overdone, PC Britain. Should you knock onto one of them or lay a brick where there isn't one underneath, then Achtung on your bike. Keep an eye out for tumbling towels as well. Towels. Right. In the second section, Oz finds himself in the neighbourhood and intend on drinking the place dry. So he's in a beer place in Dusseldorf or whatever, Germany, I know. But he bumps into one of the tables. So it's so hard to read this because it's text and it's not easy. But if he bumps into one of the tables or has a dust up with the local barmaid, then it's time, gentlemen, please, and get yourself yum. Yeah, okay. Third section. Finally, after a torrid day at the site and a hectic evening of socialising, it's sweet temporary home for Oz. But will he? Oh, that's right. This game, you've got to try and remember the route and get back home. Right. And I don't know how I'm going to last on this, but controls are blah blah blah. See, it's the opposite way round for me. But I will go on to say there's not been very many good tie-in games with programs, TV programs on the 8-bit systems. They never. I mean, I remember Minder. I couldn't stand it. Plenty of cartoons as well didn't have a good deal. Trapdoor was good though. That was not only an excellent cartoon, but that was a very good game as well. So I'll give that a gold star for that game. But this, I've had a play on it already, and it is quite terrible. And this was designed and written by Bob Carr. Now this is 1984, you know, so I don't want any excuses. This was more like what should have appeared on cassette 50. But let's see. Ugh. And that's the opening of Auf Wiedersehen Pet, the tune. If you look at it, it's Matchstick Man. This is basically what should have been on cassette 50. And Dawn's a typical Dusseldorf building site, yeah. So you basically got to build this wall. Donald Trump take notice. And avoid these apparently queer Erics. Woo! And try and get to the top of the house. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Cassette 50. Right. So here we go. Whoa! You got to avoid these things. The responses of the controls are not very good at all. So you've got to go up and up and up. Bloody hell, these trowels look. Oh, I can't do it now because I've gone up. I was supposed to do the other bit down there. There we go, I've fallen off. So you only get one attempt. And now... God, this looks like that game where you're controlling an aeroplane going across the skyline. You've got to drop the bombs and crush the buildings. Can't remember what that game was called. This stuff at night, and as the lights go on all over the city, Oz goes off for a pint with the boys. Whatever, I know what we've got to do here. But again, look, very, very basic orientated here. So you've got to collect those beers without bumping into the barmaids. Ooh. Hey, I did it! That's the first time I've ever done that. Oh well. So now I'm plastered, apparently. Oh, we get another go. Okay. Here we go again. Yeah, the controls are very stubborn. Oh! Oh, damn it. Right, okay, and now you got to get him home. He needs to go to bed, but you've got to avoid the police cars. The bars close, and the street lamps flicker and die. Was this a full price game? It's got a very cheap, it's by Tynesoft if I remember right, it's got a very cheap inlay card as well. It's just a picture of the actual show, not exactly art. Didn't exactly go all out in that, but yeah, anyway, okay, so what you got here is, there's your hut, you got to get up there, and there's the street lamps, and there's all these cars, police cars, and you got to remember the path, because the street lights disappear, and then you got to remember how to get to your hut. Right, so now we got to wait for the lamps to die, which takes a while, as you can see. So it's basically remember the route. This doesn't look too hard, but I'm still probably going to cock it up. Yeah, so got to remember that. Oh dear, come on. And finally that. So now I've got to remember which way to go. You've got to avoid that guard as well. And I've done it, I think. Get in there. Yay! Well done, kidder, you made him. Yum! So he's now home, and I think we go back to level 1. Wow, this is so exciting. Yeah, we go back to level 1. Again, we've got to build this wall. Let's go up there. It's difficult, you've got to... Yeah, you've got to get it right. Oh dear. You can't... Is that it? Cement. Have I done it or not? Did I don't even know if I succeeded in that, to be honest with you. I have no idea. What's this one again? Oh, this is the bar, isn't it? Oh, let's just get on with it. God, this wasn't a full price game, was it? 1984? You think by then what games we had by 1984? I mean, we had Daley Thompson's Decathlon. By then we had Manic Miner and Jet Set Willy. And 1 year later we were coming up with some unbelievable games. Dynamite Dan. So, yeah, so I don't know if this program is... Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a very good game for anything else to play, but it's definitely a shit game, that's for sure. But I can't get anywhere near... I don't think there is a high score, but I'm not actually on that at the moment. And here we go again with the streetlights. So I don't know if... No, I'm not going to do it this time. I can never remember. I can't remember if I'm actually going to succeed in this one. Wait and watch. Let's wait and watch, shall we? God, it's taking ages, hurry up. It's not as if I can quit it. It's not as if I can... Oh, right, okay. Oh no, I didn't remember the route. I wasn't looking. No, I couldn't remember. Oh, I hit a lamp. I didn't know you could hit lamps as well. Well, that's it. So, make of it what you will. Auf Wiedersehen Pet. Oh man, it should have been on cassette 50. Then it might have got a better rating. So, and if you want to, many of you do remember cassette 50. It was an atrocious compilation tape with 50 games with a free digital watch given with it. That's the reason why we actually ordered it. Most of us, I did anyway, was for the calculator watch. The games themselves were absolutely crud, and not surprising because they're all written in BASIC. But this is a standalone game for 1984, and it is, yeah, it's piss poor. They've tried to sell it on the back of a very popular TV programme, as they usually do. There's been plenty of them. Minder sticks out. The Knight Rider. I've done loads of them on my shit game time section. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the TV programmes, but it's not often you get a good game following a TV programme, and this is a perfect example. So what am I going to give it? There's no fun in it. It's not on cassette 50. It's a standalone game, so that goes against itself. So I'm going to give it a great big... I'm going to give that 94 shits right there on the ZX Spectrum. Auf Wiedersehen Monty by Bob Carr. No excuse, not 1984. Far better games. Easily more better games on that year for the ZX Spectrum. That's just terrible. Absolutely bloody awful. So I can imagine them in the offices saying, right, we've got the license for this program. We need to get a game out. So put a piece of shit together, do a couple of stages, 2 or 3 stages, whatever, and let's get it out and sell it on the back of the program while it's a big hit. That's what it is, and it's utter crud. So 94 shits there for Auf Wiedersehen Pet on the ZX Spectrum, stroke BBC and C64, because they're exactly the same. Exactly the same. So that was for the Death Squad, and I hope you enjoyed that Shit Game Time review video. If you want to put any more in a Shit Game vault, then please put your requests on the relevant request video for Shit Game Times. I'll leave a link in the description. Please listen to the video, because there's certain formats I cannot do, or I can do, but you'll be waiting a long time. Okay, so until next time, please keep spreading the channel, please subscribe to it, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you get all my latest videos. Zeus out.